What's up, TNA fans? A lot has changed since we last spoke to you. I mean, a lot. This is going to be a really interesting one. We have two major topics that I don't think anyone else has. Whatever. These are exclusive topics from myself and my website, WrestleVoice. The first one is about Tessa Blanchard's accusers, how they all have something in common. Are you ready for this? Every woman who accused Tessa Blanchard of being racist, which there is not a fact in the world actually happened, wrestled and made nasty videos with convicted child sex abuser JaySin Rance, including La Rosa Negra, the woman she supposedly spit on. I have all these videos. I have the pictures all over my site. Allison Kay. She might have made more videos than anyone with the convicted child sex abuser. Chelsea Green is the one who started the Let's Take Down Tessa thing. She made a bunch of videos with him. Renee Michelle, Gigi Dolan, Isla Dawn, Shanna McKenzie, every last one of them. Gary, thoughts?
I don't know. I'm just getting sick of all this hate train that Tessa's getting. They're acting like she's like the next coming of the fabulous Moolah with all the crap.
But there actually is a fabulous Moolah.
Yeah.
Right now. I don't know who it might be Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Like, there is... Anyone could look up JaySin Rance. He's literally a convicted child sex abuser. He was in prison. He came out recently. He came out recently. He hung out with Booker T before WrestleMania, which I'm sure gave him more credibility to do whatever, because he got arrested again a few days later that. And then Booker T put a thing out, shucky ducky, quack quack, I don't know that man, blah 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 blah. Whatever, you're a piece of shit, Booker T. You know who else is a piece of shit? The Wrestling Revolver. But we're going to get to that in a second, because we have absolutely insane news about the future of TNA. This was written by me. TNA selling to WWE. Scott D'Amore's MLP to be TNA 2.0. Take that in for a second. I was told this was going to happen earlier this year. I wrote an exclusive about it. Then someone else got in touch with me who I believe is from TNA or was. And they were trying to get me to shut up. So I was told WWE will sign a few TNA wrestlers, get the library, and that's all. That's exactly what we've seen happen so far. They've got Jordynne. They're getting Hendry. They're probably going to get Ace Austin. Here's a shocking update. Ready? The two guys at Anthem, the two owners, or the owner and Len Asper, who runs Anthem, the number 2 guy, Ed Nordholm, they both still follow Scott D'Amore on Twitter. Ross Foreman, Ingrid Isley, both still follow Scott D'Amore on Twitter. That's everyone. That's all the top people at TNA. Wow. They all follow Scott on Twitter. Daniel Spencer posted, I'm pretty sure he's just getting in front of this thing. He posted the Ref Squad group pic from this is the Brampton tapings, blah, blah, blah. It was also nice to have Maple Leaf Pro's senior official there who did the Explosion taping. Maple Leaf Pro is already inside of TNA. How fucking disgusting. What else did this guy have to do? Like, the pajama fucking boy, like...
Well, and I think, too, another person we're forgetting in this has been pretty prevalent on the show is Raj Singh. He's come back into the fold, and he's this guy.
That's what I mean. There's so many little things that, you know what I mean? People working, like I think we said this last week. Raj showed up. Raj is a fucking MLP guy. They have an MLP ref now. WWE is, it seems like they're closing. TNA, how about this? How about the TNA shows lately? How shitty have those been? Under Siege, crap. Border Ball, crap. Gary just mentioned the upcoming show, crap. The weekly shows, crap. You know why? I think they're done. They gave up. I think they're imminently going to be sold. Imminently.
It definitely looks like a glorified TV episode for Against All Odds, just from what I'm seeing on the card. It's just like, you know, there's.
Oh, I wouldn't. I mean, it's the only thing's important, and this might be the biggest. The only important things in TNA, or the most important things in TNA, are happening on WWE TV.
Yeah.
Like this week, the biggest TNA match is Santana for the TNA title against Trick Williams. Not on TNA, on NXT.
And the only thing really going into Against All Odds this week that is kind of like a big thing going on is it's 2 former world title holder.
Yeah, because they're just spinning their wheels.
Yeah. We
How
don't
about
know
this?
who that-
Here's the biggest
Yeah.
one. Here's the biggest one, everybody. Actually, can you give me a second so I can just make sure? Okay, TNA Wrestling. Absolutely nothing is scheduled after July 20th's Slammiversary. I've never seen that before. I've been following TNA events for a long time. Gary, have you ever seen that before? It's June 2nd right now.
I do know one time, was it last year, they did something similar to this, but I feel like this is like more down to the countdown.
That's what I mean. Like plus, like with all the other things we're talking about.
Yeah,
like I'm just saying, like throw that in there. You know, that's another scary, huge thing that's right in our faces. Now let me just quickly read from this is honestly the smartest person I know, Alan Trage, part of my Facebook group. I have said for many months now that a number of things TNA did was consistent with what any company does when trying to make themselves look as good as possible to potential buyers. The fact that they are showing no plans for July when it is June is very telling. Something is up. That's not me. That's the smartest motherfucker in the world who literally dominates Falls Count Anywhere, which is a really hard site to dominate. That's how smart that motherfucker is.
Yeah, there's definitely something to, all of this because, like, all I can think of is we have our fingers crossed that it's more full sale tapings. Maybe I don't know. They feel like
my biggest problem is like all these people still following Scott. Like,
yeah,
why'd they fire him? No. This was my biggest fear ever. He wasn't really fired. They put him to the side because of what came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And remember, he wanted to buy the company. So they might have made a deal like, listen, we're gonna get rid of you. We want it to look like you're gone. We're gonna sell to WWE. You can have everything else for free. You don't have to pay for shit. Why would he buy the company? Why would he buy TNA? Why would he want to buy TNA? Think about it. What do you get from TNA? The video library? That's not that big of a deal compared to the future of TNA. I mean, MLP is a cool name. I hate to say it. It's a cool fucking logo. It's a cool fucking name. It's just run by a piece of human trash.
Yeah.
Okay, next. I believe Maple Leaf Pro should be thrown out of the world after what they did over the weekend. I don't think they should be allowed to hold wrestling shows. Myron Reed. Sorry, I don't want to fucking get in trouble with the sound thing. I just want to watch it. Get ready. Myron Reed, you saw this. Myron Reed jumps. I don't know what to call it. Does a diving fucking kind of like a Darby Allin coffin drop to the outside while doing a flip. He was supposed to be caught by his wife, Killer Kelly, who had a baby 6 months ago. Kelly weighs like 130 something pounds. Kelly might have died if she actually caught him. I think Kelly knew he was coming way too fast, and she moved out of the fucking way a little bit. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just saying, just looking at it, like Kelly looks like Kelly gets kicked in the face, but he could have totally landed on Kelly. He didn't land on Kelly. You know what he landed on instead? Concrete and his neck. Sorry, that might be a tiny bit of padding there, but he literally landed on his neck, the back of his neck. You saw the video. This guy could easily be dead. Easily.
Yeah, well, I mean, coming off the stuff with Sabu, especially, I don't know. I mean, I know.
It looks eerily similar to the Sabu move when he crashed his fucking head on the thing.
Yeah.
This is just some.
It's a habit I don't want to revisit, especially coming off the Sabu tragedy.
Yeah. Not to bring gender into it. This is from Reddit, but did they really expect an average-sized woman to catch a dude flying like that on her own and safely? How stupid can they be? Reply: a woman who's 6 months postpartum. I read in the other thread, Kelly was supposed to cast him, and my first reaction was, thank God she didn't. That would have been arguably even worse. And lastly, another one. He's so genuine lucky to be alive after taking that. Yep, he is.
Into Kelly's, I don't know if you want to call it credit or discredit, but, like, she's not used to being a manager. She's not like Alicia, where she's down there every week. Like, she doesn't...
Oh, poor Alicia would have totally died.
You know what I mean?
35-pound Alicia would have totally died. We love Alicia, just playing around. But she was also in that picture with the Spencer picture, which Okay, so we got the revolver thing. Happy birthday to Megan Bain, you hot son of a. Ron Killings was fired over the weekend, or he was let go, along with Carlito. Now this one is hysterical in terms of the reaction. I love Ron Killings. I always have. R-Truth. I think we probably talked about him on here. How I think he's one of the funniest people ever. Characters. So everyone freaks out crying after he gets released. Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened 7 days prior to that, Gary?
What's that?
R-Truth wrestled John Cena on Saturday night's main event. And you know what the reaction was to that?
No idea.
Fuck this. This clown doesn't deserve a spot. He got destroyed by everyone. So WWE released him. Like, they asked for it. These people literally asked for it. They didn't want him wrestling Cena. Here's a great tweet. This R-Truth release proves how fake you MFs are. Everyone was raging at the idea of him versus Cena, but now you're all posting about the match saying he deserved it. Some of you were even getting pissed that was even on TV, but now look at you all. It's so goddamn true. It's so true.
I never returned to a storyline with, remember when he had issues with Cena years ago? Little Johnny.
Yeah, little Jimmy. That was the thing. Like they had like a long history, him and Cena. Like,
yeah.
So like it made sense. Like, and I thought everyone was being dicks. Like, Jesus Christ! First of all, Cena's not losing anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like he needs a few fucking people to beat for a few months. You know what I mean? And everyone bashed Truth, and now last night, same people crying like little girls. It's just the most hypocritical community ever. I said they make the political psychos look good. Because at least the political psychos say the same shit every day. You know what I mean? They don't change their minds based on fucking sheep. I just keep calling them sheep. That's what they are. They're such sheep. They can't think for themselves. Absolute sheep. Okay. What's going on with TNA, everyone? Well, here's one thing. Tommy Dreamer really Oh, that was perfect timing. Tommy Dreamer wants R-Truth to come in. Now, he posted this last night after Dreamer was released. After Truth was released. Like, maybe wait a day, you piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, how's this for fantastic news, everyone? I think we mentioned this recently, or I was like on this. Another bullseye from the king of TNA fans, myself. Tommy Dreamer has no more power backstage. Hold your cheers. Everyone hold your cheers. You are welcome, though. I feel like a man who strongly considered a murder-suicide on live television maybe shouldn't be backstage at one of the major companies. I did everything possible. I reached out to everyone I possibly could. I even said, if you're selling, do you think he's going to make you look better? You know what I mean? Like, but I think it's like a double thing. Like they're selling on one hand, on the other hand, they're keeping around all these Maple Leaf Pro people that can go directly over and make the transition easier.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's got like a very old approach to the wrestling style.
Oh, really? Putting a women's title on a transgender, is that an old school approach?
No, it's just.
I know. Like, sorry, I was getting my shot in there.
Yeah. It's just like I'm kind of glad hearing this news. Well, like super glad because now we're not going to get that Monday kind of style of wrestling that he likes to preach.
What are we going to get?
Who knows with Delirious?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like we talked about. Like TNA's been shit lately. TNA's been like dead lately. They have never had less buzz than right now, I think, and they're working with WWE, which is amazing. I think their company doesn't hold their own world title.
Yeah, and I have noticed we've got to use Octagon Jr. And Laredo a lot more.
That's another interesting one. Laredo is not announced as a TNA guy for Worlds Collide. But that might just be because Worlds Collide is this really weird show that's going to suck and no one cares about, and TNA's not involved, so it's like, it's WWE versus AAA, and he's a AAA guy. I mean, it is what it is. So. I don't know what else to talk about, people. I guess we have to talk about last week's show. I don't remember it. Do you?
Well, we can go over the preview for Against All Odds.
Oh yeah, hang on. First for this week, why are they having a Monsters Ball on Impact instead of Against All Odds?
Yeah, good call there. It's like we're always looking for the gimmick matches heading into these tentpole shows.
Okay, and here's another one. And here's another that goes to our whole thing. Santino versus Stone. Tessa is in Stone's corner. Ariana is in her dad's corner for control.
Yeah.
For who is the real director of authority. I don't know, but I would bet money that Stone's going to win that, or else what the fuck was the point of this? And if he does win that, what happens? Santino, I think we mentioned, has already made a deal with Scott's company.
Yeah, I think Santino's gone. I really do.
And again, why is there a goddamn Monsters Ball right before Against All Odds?
Yeah.
Why is that not on Against All Odds?
Yeah, I think this is
doing so many weird things. This week we'll hear from Joe Hendry again. Great. Really, really interested in hearing that again.
And then we have a Joe Hendry rematch of sorts, only one-on-one confrontation with Frankie Kazarian on the show Against All Odds. So
yep,
it's something we don't need to revisit. Like I feel like they're kicking that door to death. But yeah, it's not a very promising show. I think they're ticket-wise, is it at the Mullet Arena or where is it? I can't remember where it's going to be.
Sorry, I'm just abusing SI Wrestling.
Oh.
That's Sports Illustrated, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Do your job, clown. Okay. Just writing about Tessa to his followers now because that's what I do. I use people's followers against them when I don't like them. I don't like John Alba. He's a creepy weirdo who is friends with cokehead Sean Ross Sapp.
Yeah.
And here's a good one. Sorry, I almost forgot this one. There has never been any proof, like I mentioned, about Tessa Blanchard being racist, other than 5 straight up whores to a pedophile. Is that the right way to say it? 5 straight up pedophile pimp whores?
Like it actually is.
Pedophile pimp whores? Is that? I mean, and again, I don't think we've gotten to this part. These are pictures from teaser videos. You can watch the teaser videos, then you have to get in touch with the convicted child sex abuser, who you can then ask and pay a lot of money to have him do anything. It's called a personalized video. He'll do anything with the girl, and the girls will do anything with him. The convicted child sex abuser.
What's it, like fans only kind of thing?
Oh god, it's so much worse.
Yeah.
It's like that, but that's still soft. Then there's another section where, like, if you sign a contract with this guy, he will let you get the hardcore shit. And it's never come out because it's you would know. It's got like a code, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Gary's a movie genius, so he knows these things. Like, if you gave like one of those to me, like they would know you gave it to me, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So that's why this thing has been so quiet all these years. There's 6,000 pages I still have to go through of wrestlers' names. Yesterday I posted Selena De La Renta with him, Mia Yim. I was told Charlotte Flair is like a mastermind behind this thing. I could not find anything about that, so I haven't written that anywhere or anything, but that someone told me the Flairs basically run this shit. If I can find a fact to that, I don't even know what to say. Okay.
Rick has all those Rolexes and whatnot.
Totally, and Charlotte is a fucking disaster of a human who can never keep a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, is that all a coincidence? Whatever,
though.
Whatever, though. I mean, I don't want to... Like, I have no idea if that's true, but the other ones are literally true. give you the website, but I'm going to give you mine instead, wrestlevoice.com. It's all there. Okay. We blasted them. Giselle, did I feel like I need to blast Giselle for something? But maybe not. Okay. So what the hell? What are we doing? What are we talking about now?
Oh, we were talking.
I don't want to talk about TNA, Gary.
Well, this isn't TNA per se. It's more like the event this Friday. I mean, it's
wait a minute.
like
Wait a minute. Against All Odds is this Friday?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What is this, third fucking special in a month or something?
Yeah, so far 6 matches have been, I guess, announced for the card.
Oh, shit, this is what Robles was talking about. Hang on.
Yeah.
Two former multi-time champions to make surprise return at Against All Odds.
Yeah.
Way to ruin the surprise, dicks. Okay, I'm afraid this is going to be... Oh, this is scary. Two people who are probably related to Maple Leaf Pro.
Oh,
or might be. I don't know. Oh, God. No, Giselle's not a former champion, thank God.
Well, the only thing I can say positive about Maple Leaf Pro is the world titles are pretty snappy, but outside of that...
The logo's nice.
Yeah.
They got a sick fucking logo. I mean, I hate... Which literally pains me, because I hate that dude with pretty much all of my soul. But, a man like Doris talks about... he was very happy about his... the
brief tryout he had with TNA.
Nick Nemeth is trying to convince... Hang on. Nick Nemeth, the former world champion, had Kelly Kelly by his side and has been trying to convince her to join TNA since. Nice. Nice, Nick Nemeth. Nice. It was nice to see her jaw-jacking and let everyone know that she can still go and she can back it up. So the entire day went on. I said, you wouldn't mind coming to do TNA a little bit every once in a while. You could be in our corner. You could help make matches. You could take Santino's spot. I don't care. I don't think he should be in it. How about this? And then stick at home. I've been sending some texts like, give any thought to it? Maybe we can bring in. Wow. Awesome. Nick Nemeth. Good for you, dude. Kelly.
Yeah.
One of the hottest of all time.
Coming out of that border brawl, I kind of felt like the writing was on the wall that she's either signed or under some kind of contract. I mean, to come out of her like that.
Yeah. Also, I love this. TNA's newest knockouts already have a storyline. That's from Cage Side Seats. Harley Hudson and Myla Grace, who are already a tag team. They were brought in. What'd they do? They had a... what do you call the match? They had a time limit draw.
Oh, yeah. Repackaging Maggie Lee, and they were doing the reveal.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I mean the other two, though. The new girls, Harley and Myla.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
They were on Explosion, and they had a 10... This was their debut. They both debuted together. And they had a 10-minute... what do you call it? Not count out. What's the fucking word? Time, whatever. The time ran out. Nobody won. Nobody lost. I loved it. Then I guess they became... So I guess they talked after, and they became a tag team.
Oh, I like that.
And we're dying for tag... I mean, TNA's dying for tag teams. So, that makes 2. It's so sad.
Yeah.
But I mean, goddamn, Myla Grace, holy shit. The definition of a knockout. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, here's this should be a fun one. Jordynne Grace explains why she felt off-put and expendable after dropping the Knockouts title to Deonna Purrazzo early in Purrazzo's Impact run. Holy shit. Dude. You were champion you were like the forever champion who was part of the whole putting over your boss who was sleeping with your best friend who's a transgender, who's now a transgender female champion. The biggest hypocrite ever, Jordynne Grace, who, as this was going on with Scott, tweeted that people in a position of power should not sleep with talent. She actually tweeted that.
I wouldn't feel lesser of a person as a talent, losing to Deonna. Deonna was, she's a really good technical wrestler.
Dude, ready? I've been lifting for 15 years, since I was 15 years old, but I never dieted and never really did cardio. Honestly, those are the 2 main things that you have to do. Unfortunately, blah, blah, blah. I had just won the Knockouts title for the first time. Deonna Purrazzo came over. She won the title from me, her very worst weekend there. I I remember feeling so expendable and so put off by that. I thought to myself, well, something has to change because if somebody can come in here and take my spot, I have to do something. I have to change something in order for that never to happen again. I actually got my first fitness coach that week. Jesus. Yeah, maybe you should have thought about doing fitness, you moron. You absolute moron. She never had a fitness coach. And then she's angry that someone shows up, a better wrestler than her in every fucking way, Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah.
Deonna, here's my, I might make a new headline for this story from my site. Deonna Purrazzo created Jordynne Grace.
Yeah.
That's what I'm reading here. If Deonna Purrazzo never showed up, Jordynne Grace would have been chubby and happy with that, being a decent champion her whole life. I'm looking at the picture. Her arm is enormously chubby. On Fightful.com, the picture they used from Slammiversary 2020.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I know when she came in, she was kind of thick-thighed and like.
Yeah, and then she's bitching. She's bitching about that. She's basically saying I was too fat, and this girl came in, was running circles around me, so they put the title on her. God damn them.
I hate when people like that, they'll leave TNA and then they'll
it's everyone. It's everyone. They make up these fucking bullshit stories. TNA made her feel expendable. Fuck you. You know how many titles she's won? Does anyone know how many titles she's won on NXT?
Probably
none. None.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
She will be... Oh, I'm sorry. Now, this came from me. This was breaking news. Check it out. Look up every site out there. Google Jordynne Grace and Stephanie Vicker. I always said Vaker, but I guess it's Vicker. I'm still going to go back to Vaker because it's just in my mind. But Google Jordynne Grace and Stephanie Vicker. Huge announcement. Everybody posted it. Everyone in the world posted it. Jordynne Grace would be called up to SmackDown, and Stephanie Vicker will be called up to Raw. Okay? This was 5 days ago. I'm trying to see where this came from. The point is, I saw this and I just laughed. There is no chance Jordynne Grace is getting called up to the main roster. That's what I said. Hang on, where the fuck is this coming from? Julia went up quickly. She's been there for a while. Vaker. They announced her. She's wrestling tonight on Raw. I think that's her Raw debut. Guess what?
Oh, wow.
There hasn't been a word about Jordynne. Exactly like I said when the story came out, because she has less buzz now than she ever did. She lost, I think, 2 or 3 title matches. She injured 2 different people. One of them couldn't finish a match, Cora Jade. Nobody. I mean, if you watched the last match she had, I forget who it was with. She lost again. It was a title match. It was at Battleground, I believe. She lost to Vaker in a title match at Battleground, right? Absolute silence. Absolute silence.
I do think that the bigger ring comes into play sometimes too.
But I'm saying the bigger thing is nobody gives a shit about this girl. She's not over in any way outside of a very small group.
Yeah, I know when she came onto the scene, like she was pretty much indie recognized, kind of like. Maybe in a lot of ways she would have been better to go to AEW because, like, they took on a lot of indies. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the indie sensations. That's kind of like AEW's built a roster of, like, indie Bulldog, the Ospreay, and...
Who the fuck is Corey Hayes? What are people doing?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a goddamn thing here. According to a text message shared on social media by wrestling writer Corey Hayes. This is a real thing? This is how we're getting news now? Holy shit. According to a text message shared by wrestling writer Jordan. Holy fuck. I've been posting nothing but factual information lately. Nobody shares it. The good thing is, like, nobody bashes me anymore because I'm just posting facts and there's nothing anyone can do about that. Yeah, I'm looking it up on Google. I can't find anything. Oh, here it is. There it is. Stephanie Vaker, Ricky Saints, and Jordynne Grace are all expected on the main roster imminently.
Yeah, I've seen something like that, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, lately, it seems like a lot of the wrestling cheats are getting stuff like the facts mixed up, and a lot of assuming going on currently. I don't know if it's because of lack of good reporting.
No, I think they planned. No, I think they definitely planned to call up Jordynne.
Yeah.
And then she kind of went backwards. She got worse at everything. It's so weird. You know me, I've said a lot of shit about Jordynne. I never said anything about her in the ring, though.
No.
Like, she became great. She became a great wrestler in the ring.
I mean, she's even had issues on Twitter. I remember her, like, getting hurt a lot and then, like, taking stuff down and, I don't know, kind of arguing with fans, which is, I don't know. Maybe that kind of stuff is holding her back.
Oh, my God. I actually got a like on the Wrestling Revolver should burn in hell post. Oh, my God. Someone actually bookmarked it. Wow. I wrote up, in case anyone cares, I literally wrote a post saying Wrestling Revolver should be closed after that move. That's what I believe. Like, someone has to send a message somewhere. Do you know how many independent wrestlers died this year, Gary? Inside of a wrestling ring or right after?
Yeah, definitely.
4 counting Sabu. 3 people no one really knows, and which is just super sad. Like, I don't know their names, but they were not in good enough shape to be wrestling. Nobody cared. They put these guys in rings, and they died of heart attacks or strokes right after the match. That's 2 wrestlers. Then Sabu gets bashed on his fucking head. Myron Reed gets bashed on his fucking head, looking like they're trying to. Some of these wrestlers, I think they might try to. Maybe they're trying to kill themselves. They have like a Darby Allin thing where they'd rather climb Mount Everest and risk their young lives instead of just being normal humans and doing your jobs, doing your very well-paid jobs at fucking. They work for Warner Brothers Discovery.
I swear they think they're gonna start the next movement to a next ECW or something. I don't know.
It's over. Guess what? ECW was a long fucking time ago, and a lot of people. We have learned so much since EEW went into business when it comes to concussions and all of that. Yeah. That's why so many things no longer happen, and the indies are like, "Fuck that, we'll take that over," and that's what they do. They're like, "Oh, we're the ECW now." No, you're not. Yeah. Nobody fucking died. I don't remember many necks being broken. I mean, ECW did some crazy shit, but people forget. A lot of it was just great wrestling, like Rob Van Dam and Lance Storm and fucking, you know what I mean?
And if you look at a lot of that ECW alumni, they're now gone. A lot of them, like, they passed away.
Oh yeah. The ones that did the craziest shit. How many of them are? Yeah. How many of them are breathing right now?
Yeah, like Balls Mahoney.
And the ones that were safe, like Rob Van Dam, totally fine. Totally fine. He can still wrestle. That's how fine Rob Van Dam is, because he was smart. He did some crazy shit, jumping into the crowd. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But you get it. You know what I mean. Okay. All right. I guess we gotta go. Against all odds? 20 minutes in. I feel like 20 minutes in. I feel like I'm gonna get out of here now. Matt Hardy would have wanted to enact the freeboard rule if he and that would be cool. I feel like that was a big mistake. They could have done something interesting there. Like, there's nothing for us to talk about right now other than who's going to beat Trick, which is like NXT talk, kind of.
Yeah, and I don't see Mike Santana beating him this week.
No, not on a televised show. No chance in hell. That's going to be a... Okay, well, whatever. This is TNA talk. How does that match end this week?
What's that? Trick Williams Santana match?
Yep.
Oh, I think Trick's gonna win. Maybe this is where Dark State comes into play.
I was thinking, any chance Hendry turns?
Oh,
kind of like a what the fuck? I didn't even get my rematch. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And I could definitely. I mean, we've kind of always thought he's a bit of a tweener at times.
Yeah.
I honestly thought.
Yeah, he's a good guy who writes the meanest songs ever.
Well, I know a lot of people thought Elijah would turn on Joe Hendry. I could honestly see Henry hitting Elijah. Like,
yeah, totally. I could see them kind of switching places. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I think we've been talking about how Elijah looks like the heel.
Yeah.
But maybe they're going to do this the other way. Since, again, we know Hendry's leaving. Hendry's going to WWE. That's, like... Well, again, I was going to say that's a fact. No, it's a report. Nobody fucking knows anything until it happens, so... I don't know. But, I mean, it really sounds like Hendry's going to WWE. It really sounds like the Hardys are going to WWE. So, again, going back to the original article, where I was told they would take some top TNA talents and the library, and that's all they want. The top TNA talents would be Hendry. They already got Jordynne. You can count her, even though it happened before, they were working together. No, it didn't happen. It happened when they were working together, so she counts. They got Jordynne. They're going to get Hendry, it seems like. Where the fuck is Ace Austin going? He's not going to AEW. He's not an idiot. So I'm going to guess they got Ace Austin also. You know what I mean? That would be... So, the whole step one is already out of the way. They took our best wrestlers.
It'd be perfect for NXT because he's young and upcoming. So
watch them take Ali back soon.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that too.
Yeah. He's gotten so goddamn good. They must be thinking about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, really quick. Zia Brookside and Li Ying Li defeated Harley and Mila on Explosion, which I don't like. I mean, they just became a tag team, and I'm fine if they lose to a tag team. But Zia and Li Ying Li are not a tag team.
No.
Zia is not even... Well, to be fair, I guess it could have been taped a while ago when Zia was... But Zia is being messed with by Rosemary, where she's kind of in the middle of being a heel and a face.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, it's not a big deal, and good God, I can't stop staring at Mila whenever I see a picture of her. Oh, I'm in love.
Yeah.
I'm in love again. Also, Li Ying Li. Absolutely smoking hot.
Yeah.
Check out her Instagram.
A little while to kind of notice, but yeah, I can definitely see the attraction.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Here's a great one from Scott. This is just if you're not scared of returning to Scott's world, the Demore Drop. Oh my God, is a weekly guest column on Uncrowned written by Scott. Oh my God, this motherfucker writes. He writes for 1 minute, everyone. I'm trying to hold myself from having a heart attack. Okay. He's a fucking writer now. I mean, every word of this. Only a handful of wrestlers ever could have put on the match that Ospreay and Hangman did last Sunday. But that's not the good part. Hang on. He was calling, this fucking Double or Nothing was the best wrestling show of 2025. To show that even AEW fans wouldn't say that about. It came and went. You know what I mean? Nothing fucking happened. Okay, now ready? AEW's Anarchy. This is Scott Demore's words. AEW's Anarchy in the Arena match, with nonstop chaos and rock music playing on a loop, has joined Hell in a Cell, War Games, Royal Rumble, and I would humbly suggest Ultimate X as the industry's top tier gimmick matches. Have you ever seen one of these? They just fucking run around a football field for 20 minutes doing all kinds of stupid shit. The wrestling company. There's nothing wrestling about it. Oh my God. Oh my God. As someone who was at TNA for 2 long stints, including the iconic... Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking puke. He got chills hearing AJ do the voiceover. He understands that TNA fans are upset Joe got beat by a talent, but let's talk about Joe first. We're not even in June, and he got the biggest reaction at the Rumble. Someone is going to pay Joe a lot of money very soon, so don't feel bad for Joe. Fuck you, idiot. Don't feel bad for TNA either. NXT does many times the viewers that TNA does on Access TV. The exposure is critical of TNA. No, dick. They're not getting helped in any way at this point. Everyone's watching NXT, like me. This whole thing got me to watch NXT. Scott's just talking shit because he probably knows what's coming and he's going to end up with everything. So again, he wrote TNA is coming out of this just fine. Then he talks about Kenny Omega more and his oh my God. He's talking about Kenny Omega when he was champion at TNA. Holy fuck. This dude is in love with Kenny Omega. Literally. He is literally in love. And then PCO. Oh my God. How do we miss this, Gary? PCO took on Michael Allen Richard Clark in a street fight. Michael Allen Richard Clark, Gary.
Jeez, the tough name.
He should be going by M-A-R-C, Mark. I'd remember that. Michael Allen Richards Clark. Yeah. What the shit? What in the... I gotta get out of this. I'm sorry. I'm stuck on a page of Scott D'Amore's words, and oh, God. I don't know what to do with that. I feel like I have to write an article about it, but I'm not in the mood. Okay, something else we might have missed. Navio expends role in Fast TV with TNA wrestling owner. Did you hear about this thing?
That?
Navio Networks has signed a multi-year agreement to serve as the exclusive sales agency for Anthem Sports.
Oh, I did catch that, but I didn't hear who it was.
It's all about ads. It's all about ad sales, and it says for their properties, TNA Wrestling and the Fight Network. So again, like, there's a lot of stuff out there that makes me think they're not like, I don't know. I really like with the whole being sold thing. Like, I don't know. It's everything is confusing right now.
A lot of it's way over my head. A lot of what's going on.
Oh yeah, no, same here. Same here. That's why I like talking to my smart friend Alan, because like he was like, listen, this is what companies do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen it too. Me and Larry used to work at the same place. Larry, the co-owner of my site, Feel Better Dude, still in rehab, not bad rehab, the kind that you know, after a hospital you go into. But whatever. I lost my point. What the hell was my point? Me and Larry are working at a place, like, when I was in my 20s, he was in his 20s, and like a group came in, and I didn't know anything. I told them every terrible thing that was going on. I was like the mole, I found out, because I was like, I don't know, I'm sorry, I said 20-something. I might have been 18. So they found the dumbest young kid. They took me to fucking lunch at this amazing restaurant, and they just started asking me questions. I didn't understand the situation. These were, what's the word? Fuck. Like when you bring in, God damn it. Whatever. So this was a company coming in that was going to buy the company that I worked for.
Yeah.
Like, they sent like their people ahead of time to check it out. I don't know what they're called. Think about Office. What's the fucking movie? Office.
Office.
Yeah, kind of like Office Space. Yeah, like a new group comes in and they destroy. They find everything out, and then they get rid of all the people that aren't necessary. Which is exactly what happened with TNA recently. They fired 20 people. 20.
Yeah.
How are they going to continue minus 20? I don't think you can, and that also goes into my whole, they can't be around much longer with that few people. And again, the shows, we're 40 minutes into this recording. We haven't said a nice thing about any of the shows.
Well, the thing is, I think, like what you're saying, I think I get what you're saying. They're bringing in all these people to fix the glitch, you know, the thing that's holding them back. From,
like Band-Aids. Oh, yeah.
Being everywhere, you know.
Or I think it's like, or I don't know, they bring in people to clean things up before they sell.
Yeah, that could be
to look as, like my friend Alan said, to look as good as possible before they sell. Okay, before we get to the other one, Masha versus Li Yingli. Yeah, I mean, she's not winning. That's a pointless match. Hendry versus Kazarian again. I don't care. Trick Williams versus Santana or Elijah. No, sorry, Trick or Santana versus Elijah. So Trick versus Elijah. That's going to be. Santana's not winning yet. He might win it at Slammiversary and then just retire the title or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, another show where I don't care, and like it has to be. I mean, the Nemeth versus the Rascals. We talked about this earlier. We don't think the Nemeths are going to lose soon, and I think the Rascals are in a similar situation as Ace Austin, where we were like, "What the hell's happening to Ace Austin?" Next thing you know, he's gone.
And I think a couple of things of the reason why these couple cards look bad back to back too is because I feel like TNA has been complacent, being happy with the roster, like they haven't done anything to add a new face anywhere. At least if it's
don't they have? Faces. I mean, I agree, but don't they have the right to be? They've been selling out everything. Like, why change when you're? I get it. I know what you're saying. I mean, they have been adding knockouts though.
Oh Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel like at least I don't like the Stone, the Stone thing with Santino going on so much as I did when it came onto the scene. But I feel like
I looked around lately. That is the biggest complaint from TNA fans at the moment, and I could not agree more.
Yeah,
it sucks, and it takes up so much fucking time.
Yeah.
Do you know how many on-screen authority figures they had like 2 years ago? 0. There was a time before Scott came on screen and was taking all the fucking bows like a jerk off. There was just nothing. There was nothing. We had nobody on screen, and it was awesome. I literally made a video called "No Authority Needed." That's how I know it's a fact.
Yeah. And I think that stuff, like, if it's, like, already not being well received, that I think they'll be writing it off into the sunset.
Yeah, that's a problem. But I don't think they can with this, though. Like, I think this is the end game. I think Stone is, like, the end game of how they get to become WWE or something. I don't know. Yeah. It's incredibly confusing. Oh, also, Macklin versus Mance Warner for the TNA International Championship. Again, there's no fucking chance in hell Macklin's losing.
Yeah, but I do like
they might as well tape this show tonight. Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, I do too. Yeah,
it could get really hardcore.
Yeah, no, I do too. I would have made this a Falls Count Anywhere or something, though.
Yeah, me too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No gimmicks. They are back to doing no fucking gimmicks again, which...
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're being cheap. They don't want to buy the fucking shit for the...
I don't know.
Why? How do you have a show with no gimmicks and then have one of your coolest gimmicks on Impact a day before the fucking show?
I don't know if they ever bring back that ugly looking steel cage they had. I don't know if I want any gimmicks.
Yeah, true. But I mean, come on, the friggin'... Come on, they can't... Why would they not do the Masha match? I'm sorry. Who's doing the fucking... The Rosemary match? Why would that not be on Against All Odds?
I don't know if that's going to be a pre-show.
No, it's Thursday.
Oh, it's this Thursday?
It's on fucking Impact.
Oh, okay.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
How does that make... how does that make any sense? What? Yeah, here it is. Rosemary plans to unleash Doomsday on Zia Brookside in Monsters Ball.
I mean, did we really need a Santino Marella Robert Stone match again when we kind of already got that this week?
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm just watching Rosemary on Twitter, trying to make sure that the match is this week, because I've never seen it. I'm just looking. I can't see an Against All Odds photo for graphic for Rosemary. Oh wait, here it is. Here it is. Against All Odds this Thursday.
Yeah, just gonna say, if you hang around to the very end of the shows that air on Access or wherever you watch TNA, they do a breakdown of next week's show. I don't know if anybody ever caught that.
Holy shit! Do you know who the longest reigning X Division champion is? Okay, I don't, but I know who the second is, and you'll never guess it. So, Tigre Uno. What?
Oh wow! Really?
What?
Yeah, somebody said, I hope it's not him.
223. I cannot picture who the fuck Tigre Uno is.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Tigre Uno.
Oh, you think that?
I'm Googling him right now.
He had a very much...
Oh, he looks just like Phoenix. Holy shit.
Yeah, Phoenix mixed with a little bit of... I see a little bit of Laredo in there.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Ultimate X. Tigre versus Manic versus DJ... Wow, that was a good one. Ultimate X. Tigre versus Manic versus DJ Z versus your boy. What's his name? The little fat giant. Oh, Andrew, you got it. You knew it. I was going to say the little fat fake giant guy.
Yeah, very infamous for a lot of botchery.
Yeah.
Kind of
that was
like
2015.
Sin Cara.
Interesting. That was 2015, and the setup looks a lot... Oh, okay. It was a 6-sided ring. That's why it looks cooler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Would be nice to bring that back for a show.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well, that'd be a gimmick in itself, because I mean, every match would be in the 6 sides. Even for like.
Hell yeah, I'd watch the hell out of that. Triple H congratulates new champion after spoiled. What? Triple H, despite WWE spoiling the title win ahead of time? What the fuck does that mean? Hang on. WWE announced the purchase of AAA on the May edition of Raw. WWE announced Vikingo would face Chad Gable. At the time of the announcement, the title was held by Del Rio. Oh, okay. That's not really whatever. So yeah, they quickly took the title off Del Rio, which probably means he's not going to be sticking around. Oh, this was the show where Cardona was in the main event.
Yeah. Yeah, he got the title shot against Backlund when he won. What was it? Was it Ultimate? Was it no, not Ultimate X? He won some kind of.
Yeah, he won a 4-way match. He won a 4-way match.
Yeah.
God knows why. God knows why it's still happening. God knows.
Yeah,
only God knows.
We got a chair out.
But we got some great news, people. Christian Thompson is back. We had a fatal 4-way number 1 contenders tag team match. Oh wait, sorry. Oh no, that was it. Yeah, that's to open the show. This was kind of crazy. The Rascals, First Class, System, Aztec Warriors. Loved it. That's a lot of fucking teams. The Rascals won. 3.5 stars from Thompson. And wait, something happened after that. I thought it was confusing. Okay, then after that.
Actually, the Laredo wrestled alone, though.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah. Wait.
Because they beat Octagon down before. I didn't see the beatdown.
Oh, that's right. I feel like that.
Yeah, he got beaten down.
The System attacked Octagon Jr. before the match, and Laredo Kid has opted not to find another partner and will wrestle solo. Okay, that was a little silly.
Yeah.
I just hate when wrestlers choose the dumbest option. Like,
I kind of kept thinking they might go that direction, though, because it would buy some time for Octagon to heal up, so they would be, you know what I mean?
But I mean, go solo. Like, get.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Laredo, but get him off TV then, or put him in singles matches. Put him in the goddamn X division. Jesus.
And I don't know if you've been catching it, but AC Navarro and AJ Francis have been at odds lately too. Like he's been.
Yeah, I'm guessing KC has been watching TNA back and seeing those segments.
Yeah.
The First Class, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
God awful.
Then he threw him into the match against Sand.
Yeah, I like that. I thought that was interesting. But
yeah.
Wait, hang on. What was I going to say? Oh, sorry. Nick and Ryan were interviewed by Gabby Laspisa. Now, how's this for timing, everyone? We know Ace Austin's gone. Gia Miller was not at this show. She was also not at Revolver this weekend, along with Ace Austin. Even though everything I've read tells me they broke up a few months ago.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's what you thought? See, I thought they broke up kayfabe, like, because, like, she would bring him to the ring. She was his manager, and then she turned on him.
No, I supposedly legit.
Okay.
What I was.
Okay. But I'm just saying, isn't it odd that she wasn't there right after he wasn't there?
Oh, yeah.
She never misses a show.
Yeah, they mentioned it, like, in a storyline, why she couldn't show up.
I swear, they said something like she was off, like, she's on vacation. It was like a thing where it was like, it wasn't she'll be back next week.
Yeah,
it just, I don't know, it made me think. So, they were interrupted.
So they did this thing. I know this is a wrestling talk show tonight, but they did the same thing with Red Fox back in the day when he was having contract negotiations with NBC.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like they were him out of the show.
Yeah.
And then they had the Grady kind of filling Fred's shoes, and I kind of get that feeling like this, like maybe there's some contract issues going on.
Yeah. And
they're kind of just they don't really know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know anything that's happening.
I don't.
Okay, we've been talking about this a lot. Iceman was in the women's locker room. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Like he was trying to like work on Mila and Harley. I love it because he's being the creep that we said he should have been. He's doing like this is the level I wanted him at. A total creep, freak, Diddy kind of guy.
he's kind of like that creepy janitor that's trying to
totally.
sneak into the women's locker room when they're showering.
But even worse because like he wants to
Yeah.
corrupt them. He wants to do what JaySin Rance does to his women in real life, but they're doing it on television. So, okay, Mustafa Ali, who again I could do an hour on him still being angry about his last loss, and him just living this fucking character that he's been miserable. He's been fucking with his own group. That's how little he cares.
He really snatched.
He beat Raj Singh in 2 minutes.
Yeah, did you catch how hard he grabbed a hold of Tasha too?
Oh yeah,
that legit looked.
I like that because Tasha is legit as fuck. Like I'm sure Tasha's saying like, lay it in, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's not going back. She's not Killer Kelly, who had a baby 6 months ago and hasn't wrestled and is in no ring shape. This is a former women's champion who is Tasha's a fucking killer who I'm sure is always in incredible shape. And again, I'm not trying to shit on Kelly. I'm shitting on the fucking promotion, not Kelly.
And we know that faction, the four. I can't remember the.
Yeah, not a fan. Order 4.
Hard to remember. We also know that the dissension with JaySin Hodge too, based on the tapings we mentioned. I'm not gonna say what happened. Maybe just check that out.
I love that. What's his name is back. What's his name lasted 2 minutes because they had to have a bigger plan, and they changed it when he got absolute shit reaction at Under Siege.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say he just got to go away.
Oh, totally. It was his hometown.
I think I've heard a few crickets now that
it was his hometown. If you can't get it pop in your hometown, stop it.
It reminds me of that episode of with Daffy Duck where he runs out onto the stage and he's like expecting this big round of applause.
Oh yeah, totally.
Crickets,
and I swear to God, I think he thought like he was going to turn them because he's so good on the mic. He said something like "Let me fly" or something to the crowd. Like he actually thought that would work. Like let me rock, like let me roll, whatever it was. It just made me laugh because I was like, oh God, that's not happening. They're gonna just get you more. They're gonna get you more, bro. You got to shut up or come out with a really good line. That's the only way you can shut these crowds up.
When he said, "I want to let me fly," I want to say, "We can let you leave."
Yeah,
you want
totally. Yeah. Seriously.
Was,
nope. How about you just keep walking around the ring and then go to the back and leave?
Yeah, there you go.
Ariana was back with her dad. She was very disappointed. Thompson wrote, "I'm disappointed I watched the match because it was awful." Tonight's father-daughter team up, and Thompson is happy about Corderis, maybe not realizing that guy is a freaky MLP dude. So, also a huge...
is he with MLP?
Yeah, one of my friends on Facebook was like, replied to him, like he mentioned MLP, and he replied to him, he said, yeah, it's kind of a creep place, and he posted the pictures that I always post, and Corderis wrote back, he sold out the fucking Gardens, bro. You know what I mean? Like, nothing he does behind the scenes matters because he sold the show out, and that's the wrestling community, folks. I love this. They ran down the injury report. Tessa Blanchard has a jaw injury, which I don't think that's fake. Octagon has undisclosed injuries, which I just love because they're getting money from that. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
And it fits into the whole. Like, it's not like off-putting.
And I know that Joe Hendry isn't sprouting the elastic as much as he was before. Yeah. Like he was wearing it a lot. Now he hasn't. I'm wondering if there wasn't some little bit legitimacy to his injury a little bit because he's not wearing it now.
Interesting take by Thompson after Li Ying defeated Ash. I'm okay with that because she didn't kill her. It was a back and forth match for a little. I just don't like. I hate tag champions losing. In any because they do that shit all the time. But ready for this? I like the intensity of the match. Ash can have good matches when she is serious and drops the shenanigans. Li has had some rough moments that have caused some injuries in her career. Guess we need to be careful about that. I didn't know about that. Okay. Masha came to the ring and she said she wanted to face Li, which is the same goddamn thing that happened at Under Siege. Same thing.
But is Li Ying any worse than Savannah Evans?
Oh no.
People? You know what I mean? So I'll take a Li Ying.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
You know what I mean?
Okay, sorry. Something else that I forgot when it came to the whole TNA thing. Check their YouTube, everyone. I don't know what they've been doing lately.
Oh, numbers have been down over there.
No. Worse.
Oh.
Worse.
Okay.
Do you remember the match this weekend when Joe Hendry and Rhino faced First Class?
Yeah, I do remember it. Yeah.
It was on Thursday, no?
I think, yeah.
No, Rhino left like a month ago. Sorry to throw you under the bus there. Do you remember Mike Bailey facing Jake something this week? These are the highlights posted for this week's Impact. Mike Bailey versus Jake something from a few years ago. Hendry versus Rhino from, I don't know, months ago. They're stuck in with the same highlights from the show. It makes no sense, and all I can think is they don't give a fuck. They're just throwing random shit in here. Speed.
I honestly sometimes maybe something was edited out that didn't look good at the tapings, maybe, or something too. I think they've done that in the past.
Okay, but why do you need to put two things? I mean, there's enough here. They had the Elegance brand reveal.
Yeah,
they had the Nemeth challengers. They have Masha faces. Damn, she looks so good. Ash.
Yeah, I don't like this either.
But you're right, though. Terrible. You're right, though. On the second half of that, absolute garbage numbers. 32,000 for Masha, 21,000 for Mance, 26,000 for Ali, 8,000 for Laredo match. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. That might have been a fucking... Yeah, sorry. That's like a match from 10 years ago. Sorry. That's TNA being... God knows what they're doing. Matt Cardona, 66,000. Santino, father-daughter, 180,000. That's it.
Well, I think my problem with the recap of these old things is it just kind of makes it feel like a glorified explosion or something. You know what I mean? They don't really...
I don't know if that stuff was on the show this week, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Or if it was just, we're seeing it on this friggin' thing. Whatever. Thanks again, everyone out there. We got a crazy amount of views again last week. 350 just on YouTube, and we're an audio podcast. I love mentioning this, that we're a goddamn audio podcast, so most people listen to us on audio, but we do love you YouTubers. Thank you, because everyone can see those views.
We were a day late too, remember?
Yeah, that too,
I was in the hospital for the night, and I wasn't able to get home to do it. So.
Gary thought his health was more important than TNA for a week, so... Trick Williams shows up via satellite after they showed Santana on NXT. Santana got a win on that show, which was a clean win, which was very cool. He also got... Santana's getting sick reactions on WWE, which is shocking. Because you can tell no one knows him. He's getting the reactions from himself. From his promos, the way he acts, the way he wrestles. Trick Williams appeared via satellite. He said he needs world-class flights and private transport, and TNA is not doing that for him. So he keeps calling Joe Average Joe, which, goddamn, that is so on spot.
Yeah,
he is. He's average, but he can sing, and he's whatever. Mance Warner squashed someone named Bryce Hansen. I don't know.
Oh my God, that was just so brutal to sit through. I was like, who's... I don't think that's ever been on... I mean, I was asking for Trent Seven.
I say it all the time. They need their own jobbers, and I don't know. I think they have them with the women when it comes to I don't know. They got a few women that come in, but definitely use Cody Deaner for this. He's still around, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, the thing, at least use somebody that's got someone.
It means not. We don't know the person. It means nothing. Santino and Ariana versus Robert and Victoria. Robert and Victoria got the win. 1 3/4 stars from Thompson. Ouch. That might have been worse than Blanchard versus Grace. It went far too long, definitely. End this storyline at Against All Odds, please. I agree, and I think everyone agrees. Eric Young with a quick promo backstage. I love his new outfit, but he looks like he is the great-grandfather of those 2 young children he's with.
Yeah, he looks like Moses, I think you referred to
Totally.
a couple weeks.
Totally. It's just weird. But I do like that he's fronting Moose.
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah.
Because they're both kind of old school, whatever. Then we got the Maggie Lee makeover reveal. Cool. Didn't really, there was.
Yeah.
She got Myla Grace and Harley through stuff in her name, and then Thompson writes, "Why do so many people in TNA have the surname Grace?"
Yeah, they do.
I never thought of that. Shit. Seriously, I mean, how did they not see that and be like, your name is Myla Brown? Whatever.
It just looks so. It looks so awkward though. Seeing Heather Reckless, she's like all of not even 5 feet tall. And
Again, I like her a lot, but it's like, yeah.
got like these like heels on, and then she's like probably 6'6" with them on.
Yeah, like, totally. Yeah, that's the problem with her. You got to keep her away from tall people. And Heather, I'm sorry, M, is that what they're calling her?
Yeah.
M, like you just said, like what is she? She looks like she's 7 feet tall. Next to these girls, and Harley's also. I think Miley's short, so like, yeah, they got to be careful with that. You just got to keep certain people away from certain people, and they did a great job with Jordynne over the years, who was tiny as hell. Macklin versus Cardona. Macklin wins, obviously. Thompson said it was a good match. I will believe them. I will never watch any Matt Cardona match, knowing he's thinking about WWE the entire time and what he's going to text and tweet to WWE when he stops the match and how he can get back there with his creepy wife.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match for what it was. Me and you are not very big on Cardona, but I mean, you're going to get a decent effort from Cardona, but it's always the same moveset.
As much as I don't like him, he gets numbers.
Yeah.
Like, he gets views, he gets support, like, the crowd likes him, so whatever. That's it for that show, and I don't know what else we can talk about. We're over an hour.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I know.
I think we are done.
Yeah, check out Jay'sWrestleVoice.com site for all the things, wrestling. He doesn't just talk about TNA.
Yeah, don't forget, Gary, I think you changed your name again.
Yeah, it's now Gary's Horror Drive-In. I figure that might be more like, I don't know, more...
I like it, but I do worry about the name changes. You have a good thing going. Yeah. Be careful. You're getting a bit like TNA, Impact, GFW.
Yeah, I hear you there. Yeah.
You are now in the GFW situation, so we'll see how that goes. Everyone wish Gary luck with that, and we'll be back to, Against All Odds review?
Yeah, this is this week's the go-home show, and then Friday we have Against All Odds. I can't remember what venue is it, from the Mullet Arena?
Yeah, Mullet Arena. Yeah, Thompson actually asked me, is that a real name? Or were you use it, Thompson? Was like, is that a real name? Are you messing around? Are you messing around?
Is that a reference to me? I have a bit of a mullet. It's more like a skullet than a mullet.
I laughed, and I'm like, Jesus, maybe I should start doing that, just making up silly names for arenas and then writing the real name underneath. Yeah. Whatever. I'm blabbing. All right. We'll catch you next week, everyone.